Okay, here we are. We're back. Day 26. We are moving into vulnerability. Such a big space because it's really important today that we learn how to reduce our vulnerability. Now, remember, we've been leaning into distress tolerance. Now we're in emotion regulation, right? Learning how to love and accept all the things that come and go, right? So today, I want you to think about this. I want you to think about all of the things that leave you feeling vulnerable, that cause you to be vulnerable to irritation, agitation, frustration, hurt feelings, all of the things, right? Because if we think about it, if we're feeling sick, perhaps, if we're feeling hungry, if we're tired, if we're under the influence of something or have recently been under the influence of something, if we're not getting very much physical activity, perhaps maybe even we just aren't doing something in our days that truly gives us a sense of mastery or accomplishment, right? All of those things, plus I'm sure a laundry list more, you probably have your own, and I would bank on it, right? But when we're in there, when we're in those spaces, we are more likely or most likely to be vulnerable to negative emotions, to experience or see negative more than positive, and be less able to handle situations and interact with our intuitive wise mind. So I went all the way back there to the beginning. We want to be in that intuitive wise mind. So think about all of the areas. Sit here for a minute. Go over the last week. How well have you been doing? Right? Like, where have you moved into a space of vulnerability, of sliding into a negative emotions or seeing things negative versus positive? Where have you moved into an inability to handle whatever situation or interact with a person the way that you would prefer from that intuitive wise mind space? So this is your challenge today. It's to just stop right here and engage in a reflective review of what you've learned so far. So take the time, scroll back through the list of videos in this playlist. Look at, observe where you've made effective adjustments. That might be the art of pause. Like you maybe that particular topic, that particular conversation about that knee-jerk reactivity, and how when you bring in that art of pause, you know how to use it effectively, right? How that's serving you. It could be the filtrating boundary system. It could be having better limits and limitations, but look at where you've made effective adjustments. Make note of that. Then lean in and identify what days you allowed yourself to fall by the wayside. Remember, we're looking to live for ourselves first so that we are experiencing living the way that we desire to experience our lives, but so that we're also experiencing the environments, the people, the places, and things in a way that serves us, and allowing ourselves to show up the way we want to be received. So write down, where did I allow myself to fall by the wayside? Make note of where you need more support or deeper work. We're getting towards the end here. So lean in. Where do I need a little more direction? Where do I need to give more attention? Where do I need to use something more? Where do I need to lean in? Perhaps ask me, ask Tricia, right? Ask Tricia for some support, some guidance, some direction. If you're feeling a little bit, remember, I do this deep work with folks over a 3 to 12 month process, depending upon what we're dealing with and how many things are really involved in what we're trying to learn here. So we're at the end. I want you to dig in. I want you to be transparent with yourself. I want you to determine what you aspire to achieve and focus so that you can attain it. with maintainability. I look forward to chatting with you more tomorrow. This is big work. Stay focused, stay determined, and again, love yourself.